Can an individual get insurance for cleaning houses? That's a great question. I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, you can ask your question at angela@askahousecleaner.com. Somebody wrote into the show, and they asked me this question. I was wondering if it is possible for me as one person to get insurance to clean houses. I'm not looking to start a business. I already have clients interested, but I would like to be insured as a precaution. Is this possible, or is it only for businesses? Also, for tax purposes, would I just do my own as an independent contractor? Okay, well, that's a whole lot of questions, actually. And let's back up just a second. I'm going to unpack these and we'll go through these one by one. So the first one is, I was wondering, is it possible for me as one person to get insurance to clean houses? I'm not looking to start a business. Okay, if you are one person and you clean houses for money, surprise, surprise, you are a business, okay? Whether you are a sole proprietor or you're a bigger company, you are a business if you exchange money for services, okay? Any way you look at it, you're a business. Should you be insured? Yes, you should. What company should you choose? In America, I choose Next Insurance. I will leave links in the notes below. I choose Next because they specialize in small business and they have different policies that can grow as you grow. So if you're not looking to start a business, you'll probably just need a general liability policy. If you decide to grow, and if you have multiple cars, they have professional auto insurance. And if you do special projects and upsells and you have tools and equipment, they have a tools and equipment insurance policy. If, for example, you decide that you are going to hire employees somewhere down the road, they have workers' comp and a whole bunch of other things, okay? So they will grow with you as you grow, but you need to start out with a general liability policy, and they can give you instant quotes online, and you can get a certificate of insurance to prove it to the people that you work with. Okay, the next part. I already have clients interested, but I would like to be insured as a precaution. Okay, so if you already have clients interested, it suggests you are starting a business. It suggests having clients means you have a business, okay? So I do not want you to have any clients unless you have insurance, because it protects you and it protects the homeowner. So if you damage something in the homeowner's property or on their residence or what have you, it's covered if it was an accident. And it protects you if they said you broke something and you didn't, or maybe you did, or who knows what, but it protects you as well. So having insurance is a great precaution. I highly recommend it. Okay, so the next thing says, is it possible or is it only for businesses? Again, this goes back to what is a business. There are big corporations, there are big businesses, there are small businesses. But anytime you take somebody's money, you are a business. So start thinking in terms of being a business. And then your next question was, is it only for tax purposes? And can you do your own as an independent contractor? Let's talk about the taxes for just a second. If you are a business, and I'm saying that you are, there are tax deductions you can take. So if you're driving to a customer's house, even if you're only one person, you can deduct the price of the fuel or part of the payment, or it depends on how your business is set up, okay? So you are a business, yes, you can take those deductions. You can also take deductions for your smartphone because you got to make those phone calls to the customers that you have lined up. If you spend time and energy, all of that time is going to be billed. So when you get money for that, yes, that goes on your taxes. If you buy cleaning supplies, those are tax deductions. If you buy a uniform that you wear, that is tax deductible. If you do any marketing for the clients that you have lined up, or if you have to hire customer support, any of those things, those are all tax deductions, okay? So yes, you are a business, you are earning money, the money has to be, the taxes have to be paid on that, and there are tax deductions that can be taken off of that to kind of offset those expenses. So yes, you are a business. Okay, so for tax purposes, should you just do your own as an independent contractor? Okay, so this is two parts. The first part is, can you do your taxes on your own? And yes, you can with a piece of equipment like TurboTax. I will leave links again in the show notes below so that you can pick the one that's designed for businesses. And the reason I say businesses is because it's going to help you itemize all of those deductions, and it's going to help you put those on a Schedule C, which tells the IRS that you are a business and here's how to deduct those, even if you're only one person. Boom. Okay, cool. The next part is if you're an independent contractor. Now, an independent contractor means if you are a small business, even only one person, and another cleaning company hires you and they say, can you work some of our jobs? Okay, if you are an independent contractor, you must have insurance. They are not allowed to hire you unless you can prove you have insurance. because if anything happens to the clients while you're at their customers' homes, you're still liable. And if you're not covered and they haven't verified your insurance, they're not covered either, even if they have insurance, right? So you have to have your own insurance as an independent contractor. So there are a lot of things to unpack here, but the answer is yes, yes, yes. Go get some insurance. It's inexpensive, and instead of paying a whole lump sum, you can ask them to break it down by the month, so you're paying monthly installments. So if you go out of business 9 months from now, you haven't invested for a whole year, right? But they will give you what's called a certificate of insurance. And the certificate of insurance is your proof that you have insurance. So if you're working for any other cleaning company and they've hired you as an independent contractor, you can say, yes, in fact, I'm covered. Okay, there you go. I hope this helps. If it does, give us a thumbs up. If you got questions or comments, those go in the notes below. And if you want to know more about insurance, I have a video up here that will absolutely answer lots of your questions, and it will keep you from making mistakes that could cost you a lot of money. All right, until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.